Honorable Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, Mrs. Jaitley, more distinguished people on the dais, and my colleague, Mr. Shaktikant Das, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My first interaction with Mr. Jaitley happened when I had just passed out of school. I joined St. Stephen's College. That was the post-emergency period. A very heady moment. Mr. Jaitley had invited, he was the president of Delhi University Students' Union, and invited Jayaprakash Narayan to give a speech at the crossing of Delhi University near Delhi School of Economics. I had gone to hear that, and that is the first time I heard Mr. Jaitley introducing and talking about his emergency experience. It was really a heady moment because Mr. Jaitley was such a fiery speaker, such a great orator. It was an inspirational moment for a young person like me. Later, I interviewed him for Yuva Vani, which was then the youth program for All India Radio. But I realized, I recall and recollect his image as that period. He was such a good-looking person. He was better looking than any Bollywood actor. All these Dilip Kumar, Devanand, all of them would fade into insignificance, and he's a tremendously good-looking person. So that was my first recalling of his memory. The second time was, I'd got into this Kerala cadre, and I was working there, and I landed up in a major problem with the communist government there. I'd broken buildings and I got into a severe problem. Mr. Jaitley remembered me calling me up. His only politician calling me up and said, "What can I do for you? What legal assistance you need? What support you need?" All that. Later, I became secretary of tourism in Kerala. I built up Kerala's Ganjan country, and then Mr. Vajpayee had come and stayed in Kumaradam. Soon thereafter, Mr. Jaitley came. And he said, तो इतना टाइम या कम्युनिस्ट गवर्नमेंट के साथ क्यों वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, भारत सरकार में आओ, ये वाजपेयी साहब की सरकार है, तुम वहां हो. As soon as I applied the petition for the department, he was then holding charge of corporate affairs and shipping. He asked me, तुम shipping में करना चाहोगे नहीं corporate affairs में? I said to sir, corporate affairs में ले लीजिए. So he put me up for corporate affairs. But then when my file went to Mr. Vajpayee, because he had met me in Kumaradam and he had come to spend a week, my posting got changed to tourism, and I went on to build Kerala as a tourism destination. But I came here, and then I got this, because of Mr. Jaitley, I got this opportunity to come now and do this incredible India campaign. So I can never forget him. That was the second time. The third is, when Mr. Modi's government came, the first few presentations that was made was, I was Secretary, Department of Industrial Policy, and in this presentation, Mr. Modi's fixation and his obsession was on ease of doing business. He said, we remove ये सारे rules, regulation, procedures, सब law हटाओ सब. He believed in free enterprise. And then he started working with Mr. Jaitley on all this removal of laws, and two of the key things, Shakti more and me, but we worked on GST, and he worked on insolvency and bankruptcy code. And then I discovered the real skin of the great man, his ability to travel all world of politics, cut across political lines, and his ability to win hearts and minds of people, his ability to do deft drafting of laws, unparalleled. And without him, GST and IBCS laws would have never got passed. And India is today a simple nation. It's an easy nation. It's the goods and services tax replacing 28 taxes, 18 cessions. Simple IBC exists because of Mr. Jaitley. My fourth interaction with him was when I was in Davos, and in between sessions, which I was doing as Secretary DIPP, I landed up in this Make in India lounge, and there was spare time for about 90 minutes between sessions. And then he got into a discussion on the cuisines of India. And what a man. Nobody knows more about chefs, restaurants, food, gastronomy, more than Mr. Jaitley ever. That 190 minutes interaction with him was a learning process of the regional cuisines of India, of every district, every village, every region, every state of India. Nobody knows more about food of India than Mr. Jaitley did. And that was a huge discovery for me. Huge discovery. Every aspect of food, what goes into it, who's the best chef, who's the best restaurant, everything in you. So he was a remarkable foodie. Not only did he know it, he mastered it, he knew every aspect of it in India. And the fifth encounter of mine was when, as finance minister, he had fallen ill. He had been through a terrible period. He had come back home, and I was CEO of Niti Aayog. We had written this book with young professionals on the path ahead for India. And I want to just invite him to release this book. Against all medical advice, against his doctor's advice, he came, released that book at India International Center, and gave one of the most sparkling lectures, one of the most inspirational lectures, full of wit, full of humor, and full of vision for India. And therefore, this man can never be forgotten. And to my mind, these 5 encounters showed to me that he was a statesman, one of the greatest parliamentarians India has produced, a lawyer par excellence, but more than anything, a great human being of qualities of head and heart, great qualities of head and heart. And to my mind, he had this great combination which enabled people to respect him, to admire him, to revere him. He was the beloved of many people. And I will really say one thing, that if there has been one minister who has taken care of his officers, of civil servants, who has protected and cared for them, it was Mr. Arun Jaitley. He was the godfather of all civil servants to India. I mean, you had a problem, you could walk up to him, you run into a challenge, he'll take care of you. And therefore, I would only say that my life and career has been greatly enriched through my experiences with Mr. Jaitley, and I'm truly delighted that I'm greatly honored that I'm present on this occasion when my friend Mr. Sumant Batra has written such a remarkable book on Mr. Jaitley. I've known Sumant for a very long time. He has had the greatest respect and regard for Mr. Jaitley. He really hero worships and idol worships, but this is a remarkable book. I've read this book. It's a truly remarkable book written with great love and passion, and all of you must read it. Thank you very much for reading it.